Hey, what up, guys? MBK Flaws here again. Another commentary. Sniper gameplay on Summit. I go 47 and 15. You might kind of think that's a lot of deaths, but well, I was playing a series of games with a bunch of friends and stuff like that, and I got this in the same series of games. I was just like, I didn't get like a single game under like 30 kills, and I was just only using L96. So I don't know why I was doing so good or something like that, but yeah, about a 3 KD and stuff like that, which is still pretty good for a sniper. I don't like stress myself out to get the world's best gameplay, because I'm not the world's best sniper. I think I'm a good sniper, as I'm pretty sure I've said it before in my first commentary. I feel like it. I'm not 100% sure though. But yeah, so that's pretty much the baseline behind this. I think I'm playing with maybe 1 or 2 friends or something like that. Vad and his uncle. Yeah, I'm playing with my friend Vad, which you'll see me play with a lot and stuff like that. And his uncle, I can't remember his name or anything like that, but yeah. So basically what I wanted to talk about today is, I seen this in a commentary from somebody else, and I know you might not think that's right and stuff like that, but I wanted to talk about school sports and sports almost in general, and more even specific than that, football. For what, like, okay, in my house, football's pretty a big deal. Like, both my parents actually play fantasy football. My dad managed to get my mom to play fantasy football, which means absolutely every single Sunday there's probably almost no chance that I'm gonna be able to play and get a new gameplay. Now that doesn't mean that, like, after the Lions game comes on, or after the Lions game's over, usually I can fit some time in for a commentary, and I might be able to upload that while watching games. So Sunday actually might be a frequent post day, because that's a main thing in our house. Now this is Monday Night Football right now and stuff like that. I'm not watching the game because this game doesn't really matter to me. The main ones that I watch is pretty much just every Lions game. I'm watching 1 o'clock every day for that game, or every Sunday for that game. But football, it means a lot to me. It's what I love. It's what I love to do. It's pretty much an obsession almost for me. I know almost everything about it that you could absolutely think of, like every stat and all that. Like, maybe not like to the extreme, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, not every player and every stat, like, that's an exaggeration, obviously. Like, nobody knows that. Even like the professionals on TV, they don't even, like, they can't even get all that stats and stuff like that. They have to have notes that are with them every time they do a show, and that's just almost like weekly, like that's just a weekly event, stuff like that. And they also lived, or they were about like my age when all the older stuff was going on. So there's a lot of it that I don't know, but there's a lot that I know. And if there's ever like a fantasy football question that you ever need or something like that, I'm probably your man to go to, because I do know a very, very, very lot about that. But yeah, as I was saying, football, it means a lot to me. I picked it up probably about 5 years ago. I want to say, no, had to have been more than that. Maybe like 6, 7, I don't know. But I started off when I was about 4th grade. Yeah, about 5 or 6 years, I don't know. 4th grade, I started playing flag football. Now you guys are probably like thinking, oh, flag football, that's for little bitches and stuff like that. Well, I guess you could say it is, but 4th grade is pretty young, and I really didn't even know if I was gonna enjoy playing it on a team and stuff like that. Like, the most I've done is like backyard catch and stuff like that. So I was just eager to kind of try out and do something like that, because also at that point in my life, I wasn't a big kid at all. My elementary lunches sucked so bad, I wouldn't eat at all. But I was fast. Like, I had one of the fastest times in my school for the mile, and I could do the most push-ups in my class and stuff like that. So I was very, very fit then. But yeah, so I was trying, like, flag football is where I started. I did about 2 years of that, and then after that, once I hit 6th grade, I decided to play for a Parks and Recs team. Like, it's because there's no school team at that level. The soonest you can play for a school team is 7th grade, or that's at least my area, at least. So that was my first tackle football league, and you know what? I'm not even gonna attempt to say that I'm a good or a best athlete at all, because you know what? I'm not, and it really sucks that I'm not, because I love football and stuff like that. And that's kind of where the next part of this commentary is gonna go into, is coaches. I played football I played it 6th grade year, and then I played it 7th grade year. Now 8th grade year, I fucked up and I couldn't play because of grades and shit like that. 9th grade year, I decided to hop back into it. But you know what? 9th grade year, it sucked so bad. My coach literally ruined football for me. Like, that takes a lot to do, because if you were to ask anyone in my family, I am the biggest freak over football ever, and I love it to death. And for him to make me quit, which is fucking terrible. It's not like that it was like too much work for me or anything like that. It was too much work for like almost no payoff. We had 46 kids on our team, and my coach played probably only about 13 of them the entire game. He tried playing his 11 best players the entire game, and that's what he tried to stick to, which I fucking hate. That absolutely pissed me off. I hate just sitting there watching, and then I don't become any better at it. It's because I learned from experience. Now, actually, during this football season too, it ended up becoming like where I was almost picked on during it, which is, it really does suck. It really does. And like, I actually ended up getting my concussion. I did get a concussion during football season, and I was out for like 4 weeks, and I was able to play the last week, which was actually pretty good because I did get to play. And it was probably one of the greatest feelings ever, playing in that one game, which I so wish I could play some more. But like I said, I'm not a super athlete or anything like that. But yes, I am gonna try next year. That is my goal. In that one game, that's probably the greatest feeling I've ever had in my life. Was at the very end of the game, coach put me in, and I forced a fumble to end the game. So we won, and this is against our school rivals too and stuff like that. So like that's just because, though, it's because coach actually decided that for once he was gonna play people, because it was last game. So we did have some sort of heart, but playing one game and competing and putting more effort in than the starters, like, I'd go to the summer camps and all that, and they wouldn't at all. That pissed me off, and I can't take it anymore, and I quit. And that really sucks, and my dad tried to convince me several times to go back into it, but I can't do something that I hate. Like, I just can't do it. I can't bring myself to do it. It actually ended up turning out, though, that I did fuck up again. Freshman year, I fucked up with my grades, so I couldn't even play any sports for the first 2 weeks of school this year, unless my grades still stayed bad, and then I couldn't play until I improved my grades. But that's kind of like what football means to me and stuff like that, and my history behind football. That just kind of brief, or I shouldn't even say brief. That was a long commentary, and I don't even know how I made it that easily through it. But yeah, it's kind of sad that my coach ruined football for me and stuff like that. But you know what? I'm gonna come back next year, and I'm gonna try, and I'm gonna be better. That's my goal. I really hope I am. Yeah, wow. That's pretty much it with that commentary. Just posting late night, 11 something. I have 11:31. About to go to bed here. Like I said, it's 47-15 team deathmatch on domination on Summit. And I'm out. Peace.
plane up. They're blind. Charlie secured. We're close to victory. Don't quit now. Losing Charlie.
Sniper!
SR-71 ready for deployment. SR-71 online. Losing Charlie. We lost Charlie. Mission accomplished. Good work.